Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series, where I go through every page of this book and make a little video. Um, Today, I'm serious, like every page, even what blank pages. This is page, I'm guessing 22, but because it's blank, I just have to, know what number comes before the number 23. And this is just before chapter 2, and chapter 2 is the first part of the script that is a part of the book. There are two parts to it, and this was one of my main contributions to this work, Visionary Evaluation, this book. And when we were just starting to talk about this book, and what we were going to do. We had no notion of what we were going to do. Like right at the beginning, I had a few ideas in mind, a few quotes in mind. One of which, one of which was not explicit at the time, but it was the way that I would see the world. And it came to be, or that I already saw the world, and it came to be one of the principles of visionary evaluatives. And that notion, which is articulated well by this phrase, visionary evaluatives recognize the world as composed of living, entangled systems. Okay, super messy. Got it. Life, the world, it's all incredibly messy. Some people would say the word complex at that point, or complex adaptive system. So I had that in mind. I also had in mind the slenderest knowledge that may be obtained of the highest things is more desirable than the most certain knowledge obtained of lesser things. Thomas Aquinas. That tiniest bit of knowledge, setting a base for understanding and wisdom, that's what I was pursuing. That is what I have been pursuing. So that I had in mind. The next quote that captures the sentiments, my way of thinking at the time, at the beginning of this book. Artists through the ages have attempted to find new ways of portraying and understanding the complexities of our world. Under certain conditions, a good novel may teach us more about human nature than mathematical models of the brain or the theories of cognitive psychology. An engagement with the arts should not be a luxury in which we indulge after work. It should be entwined with our work. Paul Cillier is at Stellenbosch University and may be pronounced differently than Cillier, I'm not sure, but Cillier. That, when I read that, maybe that was 2008 or 9, it was like permission to bring art into everything that I do. In fact, make it the face of everything I do. I'm not saying I did that, but I felt I had permission and I put effort toward that at that point. So that was the second thing that I had in mind, or captures another facet of my perspective at the time when we were beginning to talk about this book. Okay, a third, Leonard Schlein says, in order to learn something radically new, we need first imagine it. Art serves not only as an aesthetic that can be pleasing to the eye, but as a distant early warning system of the collective thinking of a society. Visionary art alerts us that a conceptual shift is about to occur in the thought system used to perceive the world. From there, we came to a title, Visionary Evaluation for a Sustainable, Equitable Future. And for my contribution, I just woke up one day and said, I'm going to write a screenplay as my contribution to this work. And I've never written a script or a screenplay. It is not very good as a screenplay, but it is related to those quotes and those ways of thinking that I shared, and I felt it was by bringing art into this endeavor, it was going to enable me to get as close as possible to the most authentic contribution to what our perspective of visionary evaluation is and what a sustainable, equitable future is. So the next sets of videos here will be about the parts of this screenplay, and I'm excited. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want. What is your vision for the role of art in creating a future we want?